The World's End Club. That's right, Lightning Reviews is doing video games now too. The World's End Club is absolutely fantastic, so I don't understand why I'm not seeing more people talking about it. First and foremost, I'm going to be avoiding all spoilers in my review. I'll only mention things from the game that you can discover in the free demo, because one of the most entertaining and fun aspects of this game are the twists and turns with the mystery of the Go-Getters Club. 12 kids who call themselves the Go-Getters Club are on their way to a school trip when suddenly a meteor hits the Earth, and when they all wake up, they're in an underwater theme park with a demon clown monster thing forcing them to play a game of tasks, and then the mysteries ensue. I'm not going to go into great detail about the game of tasks because honestly, after this first section that you can finish in the demo, the game of tasks never gets brought back up again as a gameplay mechanic. I found it a little disappointing since I actually really enjoyed the game of tasks and thought making it get gradually more and more difficult throughout the game would have been a lot of fun. But nope. Instead, what most of the gameplay is actually pretty basic side-scrolling platforming, which I understand doesn't sound very exciting, but hold on a sec. As we can see at the end of the demo, one of the kids, Rachel, unlocks basically a superhuman ability. The kids' different abilities really jazz up the gameplay, making every level feel a little different based on their different abilities and how you can use them. I also played through the game on normal difficulty, because the only other option was easy. And on the normal setting, if you get hit even once by an enemy, it's game over. And I actually really liked this. It gave a game that, by all means, looks rather basic, an extra little oomph in difficulty. I found myself getting a bunch of game overs, but I was never frustrated with them. There are enough checkpoints throughout the levels where they won't force you to go back through a particularly difficult part of the level again. It's really good. I could just sit here and say, oh, this game is amazing because its story and characters are amazing, and while that is very true, it would be doing the actual gameplay a disservice, because I truly did have actually a lot of fun playing the game. And I think the most compelling aspect to the gameplay is also the fact it's a choose-your-own-adventure kind of game. There's several moments where your path will split, usually going with different members of your Go-Getters Club. Going back to replay those levels you missed is a huge element to enjoying the full experience of the game. Now, onto those characters and story I've been mentioning. The story is a really unique take on a mystery, one that kept me up at night, churning over the various events of the game, every line of dialogue said by every character trying to solve the mystery. You find out at the end of the demo, one of the kids in the Go-Getters Club is actually the mastermind who set up their deadly game of tasks. Going through the game, it's easy to get won over by the various different characters' fun and compelling personalities and backstories. But in the back of your head, you're always sitting there wondering if it's all a facade, if they're just tricking you the whole time. I loved that. The mystery takes a lot more twists and turns throughout the game, and I don't want to spoil absolutely any of it. It was constantly compelling and legitimately blew me away at certain times. But I think the thing that impressed me the most was how mature the story actually is. Yeah, it's for kids, and yeah, the art style looks rather cute, like discount Pokemon trainers over here. But the game doesn't dumb down things for a younger audience or anything. They regularly discuss death, pain, losing a loved one, losing a sibling. The characters talk like actual kids. And because they actually talk like real people, I'm happy the mystery of the game is never pushed forward by people playing the pronoun game. The kids speak plainly, like regular kids who would have known each other for years would talk to each other. There's aspects to the mystery that gets revealed to you naturally, because the kids aren't being forced to just not give you information. Trust me, it's really smart. The actual kids themselves are, of course, the cornerstone of the enjoyment of the gameplay, and the story. And I just legitimately love them. They're all unique, different, and fun. Seriously, there's segments called Camp where you can just talk to all the kids and get insight on how they're doing and what they're thinking, some hints at their backstories and stuff. These were always my absolute favorite parts every time. Not only because it fleshed out all of these kids to be more than just the archetype they look like at first, but also because their dialogue was one of the biggest hints to help me figuring out the mysteries of the game. However, there is unfortunately one huge disappointment when it comes to these characters. Mao-chan. Ugh. It's hyper disappointing how shafted Mao-chan is when it comes to getting interesting character development. Everyone else breaks beyond the boundaries of what their stereotype is. Oh, he looks like a shy nerd? No, he's actually filled with complex emotions and is passionate about upholding the law. She looks like a dumb airhead? Nah, we find out she's actually a genius who gets super stern when things get dicey. Mao-chan, herdy her, fat kid likes food. So many of Mao-chan's lines are just about him wanting to eat, and it's dumb. Every decision he makes is only compelled by the food he wants to eat. Even when, like, really serious life and death stuff are happening and being discussed, it'll be like, come on guys, we have to do this. I want to see my family again. Yeah, not only for Tokyo, but for everyone. I love you guys so much. I don't want to ever lose you. Yeah, I want to eat more types of ramen. On top of that, they regularly do this thing, and it's not super funny, but you can tell the game really thinks it is, where a character will say a word, usually a Japanese name or something, and one of the other characters will just keep saying it completely wrong. Like, this is not a joke. This is a literal example of this from the game. These are the ruins from the Osuta civilization. The ostrich civilization? No, it's Osuta. That's literally a shorter word and sounds nothing like the word ostrich. Whatever, let's go through the ostrich ruins. Osuta. Right, that's what I said. Ostrich. Oh my god. So yeah, it's a shame there's a couple of hiccups here and there, but overall they didn't ruin my enjoyment for the game. Hell, even by the end of it, I found myself to be pretty fond of Mao-chan, even with his absent character development. I highly recommend this game. It's a lot of fun, and it's really compelling. If literally anything I talked about in this review caught your eye, you should consider checking it out. Or hey, at least try out the free demo. I love this. Shout out to my $10 patrons, you're all amazing. Nago, James Dodds, Cool Duck, Andrew, Ramiel, Valhalla Knight, Chamomile, G Extreme, Classy Critic, Surge, Boulder Off Bros, Noah Perkins, Sunny Shy, Great Bar, Caleb Grimm, Pentamenta, Genital War Thunder, Carmen, Order, Vortex, Jake, Amber, and Meleth. Nah, seriously, you all should be playing this game. It's super good. I like it enough. I'm planning on doing another video about it. So I guess look out for that. See you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.